Hi there, sign of Pisces. This is Kim here to give you all your messages for your next 3-day messages. Hope you're doing good today. This is really out there, isn't it? I guess it'll be all right. All right, so opening up to your spirit guides and your angels for these messages. Know that they are always for your most high. Starting off with Temperance. Temperance is about divine timing. Both of these people have their eyes closed too on these cards. So you have Temperance and you have the High Priestess, representing intuition, mystery, and understanding one's own depths. And this one is about balance, moderation, and healing. So there's obviously something here that you're intuitively aware of, is taking time, is taking patience, but everything is actually, working out for you. You could have very good heightened, heightened intuition, gifts, and abilities at this time. You have agape coming out, which is the word for to represent unconditional love. And it is the energy that connects all things, that creates all things here. And there's a knowing that you have that is the truth. Oh, the mystic and the self. Ooh. All right. Well, that is saying that you are no stranger to transformation or transformative times. You're not afraid of the darkness. You have been there before with the mystic. You could be called a light worker, with somebody who is, this card says visionary, ageless, somebody who doesn't see anything being impossible, basically. And you have a knowing that this is you. Maybe the witch, the warlock, the sage, the dreamer, the mystic. Definitely not afraid of transformation. They will go there. And something is transforming. This is happening within. Just like the eyes being closed, representing receptivity and going within. So you're finding out maybe new things about yourself. The self is basically what we identify with here. But this is talking about a new aspect of yourself wanting to be expressed at this time. And you just being very clear, cognizant about this, about the energy. Ooh. You may be doing self-inquiry, okay? Or a lot of reading. Or maybe it's just a lot of reading. But I have the reading card. But about your knowledge, maybe about the knowledge that you take in, Master number 22. I'm seeing this more as like a self-inquiry where we are questioning ourselves, what we believe in. It's kind of like maybe deconstructing or taking it apart, analyzing the stories that we tell ourselves of what we are too. So you're discovering something kind of interesting about yourself. And it's definitely in this like High Priestess, nocturnal, I'm not afraid of the darkness energy. Because you have nighttime here too. Which also might be a sign that you are getting signs and symbols, messages at nighttime in specific, or things happening while you're sleeping. This is my card for the 10 of fruit is like the 10 of pentacles. So your wealth and what you're growing here for yourself too. Something is going to be pretty much like ready for harvest, ready for you to pick. So the nighttime, the moon energy, mysterious, definitely. I think that you could be being viewed as very mysterious to some people right now, especially with you being in the energy of the High Priestess. Somebody who's just very centered and balanced, but it's not because you haven't done that work to get yourself there. So tell me more about what this knowing and this maybe inquiry is going to bring about for Pisces, please. The King of Pentacles, it has a lot, something has a lot to do with your ability to create wealth here, riches, wealth. It's not the only thing that the King of Pentacles worries about. And by the way, no gender here, so this can be you if you are a female too. This is just somebody who is really good at mastering making money, bringing in money. So that's what's coming about. And it was because this is where you found your fuel. You know, this is where you found your fuel to get you to that place of mastery, the Nine of Wands. So Nine of Wands is this, you know, those spiritual battles that we've had to go through, the things that make us tired or exhausted, the times when we didn't have support and we only had ourselves to lean on. That really brought out a new type of part of yourself. Goodness. Sorry. Hope that fan's not bad. It's just very hot. Hot today. Seven of Cups. Hierophant. Wow. You're committed. You're absolutely committed. I think it's to this security. Ace of Pentacles. Security. Wealth. Stability. I mean, if you're starting a business, this is an extremely good sign that your commitment to your family and your business is really going to pay off. Seems like you have a lot of choices or options here with the Seven of Cups. But I also feel like the Seven of Cups is kind of the mystic energy here of being able to have a lot of options available to you. And maybe even daydream about those. So now the Hierophant here representing like our institutions, commitments that we make to other people and contracts. So I do feel like you're very committed. Tell me what Pisces is committed to here with the Ten of Pentacles. Whoa. Wasn't expecting that. The Two of Cups and the Tower. You may have a relationship that's changing in a big way. You may also have a new one that's coming in. So something is really gonna, something here is transforming, and there's like a truth being revealed about a partnership to you. I see this King of Pentacles. I'll be really honest. I'm looking at him, and he's looking over at the Nine of Wands. And in this deck, the Nine of Wands is about a person that feels like they're not being as supported. And so they're having to do a lot like on their own, and they're exhausted. And I'm seeing him like look at that person. And the Tower means if it's shaking, like something's coming down. And these are the cards that are standing out to me on the bottom. The Sun, the Fool. Like there is some sort of new like journey here, new journey towards happiness, possibly a new relationship. The Two of Cups. It is my card for real love, but it can be a harmonious partnership of any kind. So what's going on with the Tower, Spirit? Whoa. Justice. Justice. For the King of Pentacles. For the person who has remained committed and has a lot of, I would say a lot of power and influence over like family finances and things like that. The Justice card brings in balance for us with our marriage, relationships, partnerships, contracts of all kinds. And this is like the taking down of one contract, and that may be the blooming of another one, something that brings in more balance. So tell me about this new contract coming in. New contract coming in, should you choose it. The Nine of Cups, I think you'll want to choose it. I think you'll want to choose it. The Nine of Cups is your you know, self-satisfaction, choosing something that makes you feel happy. and your wishes. It's known as like the wishes granted card because, yeah, your wishes are coming true when you have it for yourself. 5 of Cups. Tower has to do with something in the past here, or something that's going to be part of the past because it was a disappointment. You have some really good news coming in. I'm wondering if this is a new connection coming in, or just great news about a contract or something that brings in change. 8 of Wands, changes in the air. Communication coming in. Yes, there's some disappointment or sadness here for something that didn't turn out quite right, but we have a new beginning. New contracts or people wanting to really commit to you, and plus your commitment here also. So you're really tapped in agape and gnosis, so you know what's going on. I think it's just a matter of waiting on this news to come in, and it kind of speeds things up. And it can be about the offer or opportunity for you with this Ace of Pentacles. What else do you have for them? Pillory. Pillory is a not great situation. It could be an abusive situation, or somebody who's trying to always find fault with us. And that could be where the tension or the problem lie. Abusive. I think this is overcome. I think it is overcome. You have the Cabin, lonely, confined, detached, remote. Okay, so just like that High Priestess, we are centered and focused here on our healing, our balance, and our peace and tranquility. And if we're having to disconnect from others by the lake, that's what we're doing, right? So it is an unchanged situation as of this point. What are we waiting on? Maybe waiting on the news or waiting on an opportunity to come in here. Tell me about what's going to happen with the unchanged situation. Seems like you find a different tree to put the tap into. Like that card represents wealth coming in, or you getting the needed materials that you need. 9-9. This feels like exhausting. Something feels exhausting. Something that has not changed in quite some time. Something that you are committed to, a person possibly, or a company that you are committed to, but this reading makes it seem like you go within, you trust divine timing, you have patience, and then news or an opportunity comes in. I think it offers more wealth for you, and you're able to create something big for yourself and the people that you that are underneath you or that you take care of. This is about being abundant and tapping into a life force energy. And here's those different contracts or something to go over. You do have this book, so they are pointing out twice now with reading and the eyeglasses and 2 open books. This means you're going to figure out something, like something is going to be revealed to you. Maybe it is a secret within yourself that's going to be revealed to you. But tell me about the open book here twice, Spirit. The open book here twice. Yes, it's your intuition. It's the High Priestess energy here. Crystal ball, intuition, premonition, seeing clearly, discernment, perception, future planning, divination, a gut reaction. Both of them say seeing clearly. So there is definitely something that you are seeing clearly. And it also has to do with that situation that has been unchanged for a while. Possibly going to be open to some kind of a new love or a new relationship coming in here. Doesn't always have to be like love. It says love, romance, appreciation, friendship, infatuated, enchanted. And balloon says fun, freedom, high vibe, ascension, attaining goals. And it is your choice, but the dice also means that if you roll the dice, you know, you're allowing fate or what you know is destined for you to happen next. So taking a chance, rolling the dice. And let's get something from the Oracle of Genetic Gifts here and let's see what spiritually what this high priestess and the mystic are talking about. Telepathy. Woo. Telepathy, thought reading, extrasensory perception, mind-to-mind transfer. You have ascension number 8, mental plane, seed crystal, 8 through 10 chakras activated, which are those 8 and 9 are the chakras above, outside of your body, above your crown. And then 10, it would be below your feet, outside of your body. So these put you more in alignment with like your higher self and high frequency. Divine mission, purpose, past lives, future lives. It really kind of connects you to all. So you have a lot of activations or energy. It is a time for patience and healing, as all of these energy centers are activated and more energy is cleared, flowing good. The body and mind, yoga instructor. Another 8. You have a big focus here on finances, looking good. 8 says life path number 8, the financier, ruling planet Saturn, and I cut it at 888. So yeah, you have a lot of money messages here, abundance. You don't have to be a life path number 8 to have that actually apply right now at this time in your life, though. So that focus might be on, your focus right now might be on the money and everything like that. Just kind of knowing that some things are changing. Completions, 5, 10. 5 says flexibility is your forte. When life throws you a curveball, you easily adapt to new circumstances and find excitement in the coming changes. So I am adaptable. 10 says you have great leadership skills. Your mind is sharp and it allows you to dream up ingenious ideas, organize all the details, and then direct others on how to carry things out. I'm ingenious. So you have leadership energy here too. And then the spirit bear, very, very divine feminine energy here with the spirit bear, number 15. Divine feminine, because I'm thinking of the den, of going within the den. Yeah. Says you are being healed from guilt and fear. Such emotions will no longer steal your personal power or dissuade you from confidence and happiness, realizing your own worth. No matter how unlikely it may seem, you are going to emerge from a spiritual winter into light and life. The divinely ordained time for your liberation, healing, and emergence is much closer than you realize. Abundant blessings are stirring and soon shall manifest. And that is your message. So I'm sending you love and light, Pisces. If you need a private reading, the information's in the description box below. Just know those are pre-recorded videos and you get a private link. Put in the checkout section what you want to know from the reading. There should be like a notes line. So bye guys.